Yeah, so childhood star, word association. Do you know, like, word association will just throw up a child star, and then the first thing that comes to your head, you say it. Whether it's good, it's bad, it's just whatever comes to your head.
Like a Roche-blot or whatever that's called.
Rorschach.
Rorschach.
There we go.
You said you were the smart fat kid.
Dave doesn't pronounce anything correctly.
No.
And we play it with you, by the way. So
yeah, but
Okay,
we'll let
solid.
we'll let you hit it first. Drake Bell.
Oh, it's fine. I wish him the best.
Fine. You know how it is.
Yeah.
are you guys like not friends?
Not really. No.
What
There was
happened?
like
Drake
there was
Bell
like
went down a bad path.
There was a long story with Drake. I feel like you didn't invite him to your wedding, right? That's what
I
happened.
didn't invite him to my wedding, and the internet went crazy.
Well, I'm going to say this. You're like a very positive guy during this thing. You've had nothing but great things to say about everybody. This guy, it looked like you're going to shoot an arrow at his forehead when they put his... So I don't know the backstory at all, but you clearly do not like this guy.
I mean, I guess I could tell the story of my wedding. So I get married to my wife, and like I married this good Irish Catholic girl. You know, shout out Josh Catholics, and
shout out.
you know. And so we have like this small wedding, and the dirty little secret, I guess, was like, I knew that Drake and I didn't stay in touch for the 10 years since we had made the show, but no one needed to know that. Like, I was happy to just die with that secret that like, we made this thing that people really love, but maybe we weren't that close. So I didn't invite him to my wedding because I hadn't really talked to him in many, many years. Cut to, I'm getting married that night, and I see these text messages from him, like, cursing me out, coming for me. I'm like, on the night of my wedding. And I'm like, yo, and it's delusional because I'm like, bro, it's like we worked at Coffee Bean when we were 16. Like, I'm sorry, I'm 31 now. I might have lost your number. But
By the way, the same cell phone for that long a time is wild
That's
too.
impressive. Yeah.
I know, I got it at 16. I've been able to, thank God for being able to block numbers, because every time my number leaks, I can just kind of.
Okay, so he was surprised he wasn't invited then? If he's going bananas on you?
He's surprised, but then he takes to the internet and he starts writing these tweets that immediately like catch fire. And so then he like leans in and goes on this press tour about how heartbroken he is and like creating this narrative that just wasn't true. And here I am, like, I don't care about me, it's whatever. I signed up to be a public person, it is what it is. But here's my wife, right, who's like getting torn down on the internet, and I'm like, she's private and she just got married, can't you just enjoy this? So that was like, right. I remember, I'm gonna give you guys the exclusive.
Let's do it.
I
love it.
A month later, it was like a month and a half, and like there was really, I mean, Dave, you know, like there was nothing for me to say, right? Because what was the right thing to say? You know, guys, we were never that close. Like then I'm the bearer of bad news, so I just had to eat it and let him, you know, go wild. And I remember that I was at the Video Music Awards, and I see him there and he sees me, and I go up to him like, and this might be the most Sopranos thing I've ever done. And I look at him and I go apologize to my wife right now. And he goes, okay. And he like made a beeline for my wife, and I see him do like this whole 5-minute performance of an apology. And it was like, I was like, go apologize to my wife or something bad's gonna happen. Wow. I was like, good for me.
That is very Sopranos. So
yeah,
you
bossed up.
Yeah.
Is that the last communication?
Pretty much.
Huh.
So you guys were never close
star,
during like when you were filming, Drake and Josh? You were just kind of co-stars?
We were just, you know, we were kids, right? So we were like, obviously there were times where we were closer than not, but when inevitably the show ended, I mean, we're just totally different kids. Like I say in my book, I was like this kid from New York who was in the Beastie Boys, and he was a kid from Orange County who was into the Beach Boys. Like it was just different people.
Right.
And inevitably, but like, here's the thing, you can't pick your hits, right? This is why Billy Joel won't perform Uptown Girl anymore. Like Drake and Josh is something I'll be synonymous with forever, and I'm proud of it. And I want to like the guy that my name is attached to forever. But unfortunately, you know, it just sort of worked out the way that it did.
Do you think he would have invited you to his wedding?
No.
So he was just making publicity to draw attention to it, and because that is the way you perceive it, basically. And it's also kind of weird. He had to know you're getting married before the day of to like hit you up
on
then,
the day,
wedding.
as
on
opposed
the day
to
is weird.
as opposed to the wedding. Did he give you a gift?
Not a gift, nothing.
Wow.
We were registered at Crate and Barrel. It would have been an easy win.
Yeah.
on.
By the way, that gives him the higher ground. If he's like, I got him a gift, I did everything. If you're gonna go on that attack, at least cover your bases.
Have some evidence. You know what I mean? Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some plates and bowls.
Okay.
It must have felt like super rock star though to get that moment to tell him like, hey, go tell my wife you're sorry.
Did she
Like,
accept
maybe
it?
that's the gift. Maybe that's the gift. You got to go tell him off at those awards. That's pretty rock star.
Yeah, I mean, look, my wife's good people, so she wasn't tripping. Like, she wasn't going to hold on to some resentment because it just was unfortunate the way it worked out. But yeah, I think I just went. It was one of the few times in my life where I think like I went blind and just like my emotions put me
Took
right
over.
in that place.
Yeah, I mean to go bananas at that time in somebody's life is crazy. Wow. All right. Do we have more of these? I'm glad we had that. Sheesh. Now I'm getting at him.
That was good.